But in the center, when you rise, the Kundalini rises, most of the people have their Vishuddhi got up. Most of the people. So they have to either see that they are not guilty, or they have to see that there is no shouting, nothing, they are not aggressive in their shouts, and plus they have to see that they are completely in balance with themselves. So they are in the central path by which they become sweet, kind and nice. So for us it is important to understand that our Vishuddhi is to be kept clear. First of all, we must have a beautiful heart, a very clean heart, and find out what's wrong with you, get it corrected, which can be done by anyone, and see that you just have a full idea about yourself, about your Vishuddhi. That's only possible, only again it's a vicious circle, if you have a good Vishuddhi. If you don't have a good Vishuddhi, you can never see yourself, because at the Vishuddhi point only you become the witness. You are just a witness when you are at a Vishuddhi point. So you have to be at the Vishuddhi a witness. If you have achieved the witness nature, then you can see in your Vishuddhi what's wrong with you, what's wrong with your problems, with your atmosphere, everything, and you will end up here only, thinking, oh, this is the one that is wrong. Now the main problem before us today is something else, is that we all have to ascend. And ascend with the equal strength. There's a story about some birds who were caught in a net. So they decided that we should get out of this net. And they tried. Everybody tried to get out. But nobody individually could work it out. So they all decided to fly together, 1, 2, 3, and go. And they took all that net with them, and they say then they requested the rats that please come and cut our net, and they were freed. So if it can happen between the rats and the birds, why not between us? So in collectivity, you will be amazed in the collectivity how we could be helpful and joyous with each other. Now say something is wrong with your mother, father, sister, somebody. Doesn't matter. After all, you have the ocean of joy here with the collectivity. And your problems can be solved if collectively, if you want to solve your problem. So we have to depend on the collectivity. Very much to be one with the collective. I feel once you jump into the sea of Sahaj, the joy itself draws you together. Meeting each other is such a joyous thing. We have had so many experiences of that, of Sahajogis who have told me how happy they were to find Sahajogis somewhere out of the blue, and how they felt happy. So this tie between the Sahajogis is really the most joyous channel. And that is what is the source, we should say, of our becoming one together. Collectivity doesn't mean that we all should be stuck together with some glue or something, or we all become like Gibraltar, rock of Gibraltar. No, it doesn't mean that. It means wherever you are connected. That is collectivity. But if you are not connected and you are just glued together, it's very inconvenient to live under such circumstances. I think people don't even understand the meaning of collectivity. Where there's not the other, ananya, where there's not the other, there's no other personality. These personalities are separated from you because of left and right, or could be both. But you are yourself fully when you are absolutely detached and your Kundalini is dancing. You are alone and never alone. This oneness with the whole gives you all the security that you want, all the joy you want. And that's why Kundalini awakening means collectivity. Unless and until you want pure collectivity in your being, Kundalini won't rise.